problem is they want to get in where people live. I am slightly struggling with some of these things right now. I was going to build a place with some entertainment. Let's go to plan. This is not how it's going to be. It's not optimal, but it looks funky. So there. There. Okay. And let's see how we place those signature buildings. There's a hotel. That's sports bar, a cinema, a restaurant, a night place. Hey, Bam Bam. Yeah, I realized this was actually not a... It was somewhere for people to build, to live. How are you doing today, Pampan? Oh, nice. Going anywhere? Oh, nice. Yeah, I seen they advertised that somewhere up in the Yorkshire moors as well. Some experience up there. Yeah, no, I just seen it advertised. And that's yeah, it might be up around there. Um, we were actually looking at that area to move to when we wanted to move north. So where are all these going? They are going there. Uh, I know this might not solve it, but it takes the edge off for a little bit because it makes something move ish. Yeah. Well, I would say I love Lincolnshire because it reminds me so much about where we come from. Um, it could be somewhere in Denmark. Ugh, not enough electricity. Oh, it is not. Okay, we can do something about that. Where is our... It's up here. So let's do something which can create a little bit more electricity. Yeah, no, I love this area, and it, it's weird to say, but a lot of the local names, town names, and village names is very Viking-ish, so that makes it even better. Yeah. It is brilliant. But it's kind of weird. It makes you, well, feel like home in a whole other way, in a whole different way, I should say. I do not like snow on the map, that is. That should not have been placed there. Hmm. Well, Reading was the choice because I worked there, but I never really felt Reading as well. It was not so homely as you could expect it to be. I would say it like that. Not get me wrong. Many things was nice enough. It was not that, but there was a lot of the kind of, well, we were only servicing the Greater London anyway, and that was not actually very nice. That attitude, to be honest. So I really need to build more housings, all types, really. Uh, Wrong road. Well, I would say living in Reading, as we travel a lot, getting to Heathrow and even Gatwick was relatively easy. Here it's a little bit more tricky to go somewhere, but I mean, it's possible. Boom, boom. Uh, but a fun thing is that I gotten to travel from Manchester, which I else would never have done, and that's that's quite funny. And we even yeah, Robin Hood is not open. That's still closed down. They are talking about reopening it, but yeah, even Hull to Rotterdam. That's my kids are going. Yeah, that was closed on the COVID, and that they kept it closed. But we have gotten oh, what is that called? The one up around Doncaster that has been opened, and KLM flies to Amsterdam from there. Yeah, that's well, I love sailing, but it's always been something I like. You know what? If you really want to go somewhere out in the world, KLM is really a good option, because they fly to most of the world from Schiphol. Yeah, I like any. I find any journey interesting, really, because it's all about the adventure from you leave your main door, really. So, oh, I'm going to swap my screen off a little bit, because I need to be able to keep an eye on the other things. There we go. Sorry for that. No. Jesus. I still haven't solved my traffic problems. But they're only giving it -1 at the moment, so. And everything seems kind of positive. Maybe I should start thinking about taking the 4 ones. Oh, there was 2 more. I'm actually not planning building these things at the moment, because I want more to the city before I actually. Oh, I want to build a city hall. We can. Well, I did in the old days play a lot of SimCity, and we tried some of the remakes of it, and then the first one of these came out, but I found it quite complicated to play. Um, I don't have the best eyesight, and sitting connecting. Um, I can show you. This is power going in the road, right? In the old one, you had to connect that to each of your houses. Here, it's automatically, if you place the house next to a road, it will connect. But you had to sit and do these, and I could not make them hit the 2 points we had to connect. And that was driving me mad. So I actually went away from it because I thought the concept was good. Um, but I do like city builder games in many shapes and forms. Um, and I played Anno 1800 and Anno 117 recently. Uh, and the problem is I always start out almost like a blank sheet and have to learn everything in the game. And I kind of get obsessed with it. um, Trying to, well, learn everything and hopefully master it. I like that part where I kind of compete a little bit with myself. Yeah, but I had the same with when I started playing No Man's Sky, for instance. I did have the same tendencies. Um, I wanted to do everything. That's and it's also that when a game is sucking you in, that's another thing I really love. And it's games like this can I can sit for many hours and yeah, solve the traffic, if nothing else. Um, I know what I have to do. That's the worst part, and I should really be building more. But as long as it's kind of snowy weather, then I don't really want to do that part. But it's another thing is I do like sometimes diversity in what I play. Just doing something else. I feel I have more pleasure if I can sometimes play a little bit games where I don't have to think as much about, because as I said, I get obsessed with games like this and I keep going on